What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. This video is going to be a little bit different, and I know we cover a full spectrum of things here at the channel, from leaks and stuff that ends up coming true from industry insiders, all the way to things that I tell you to take with a grain of salt and I end up debunking right there in that video. Like I said, we cover the whole gambit, pun totally intended. But what really irritates me is when people, specifically and on purpose, try to defraud the entire community by passing off fakes. And with Photoshop these days and just a little remedial knowledge about how to use it, you can totally get away with it. And that's what happened here with photos that I knew were obviously fake the minute they hit the internet because of a simple mistake that was easy to miss if you're not familiar with the techniques it would take to comp this, and then without trying throughout the course of this video was easily and in about 5 minutes able to recreate this, including sourcing this original image. We're going to break it down, show you exactly what he did, debunk this photo, and remind you to take everything with a grain of salt and keep your skeptical mind skeptical. But first, if you could, grab the subscribe button. We're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff, including a limited edition Infinity Saga box set. All you have to do to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, to be clear, and again, I knew this was fake the minute it hit the internet last week because of a mistake in one of his techniques, and I'm no pro, seriously, just remedial knowledge in a couple of years on Photoshop. But pretending you didn't know that, if you took to Google to search Carnage hand, the very first photo that would come up is of a Sideshow Carnage premium format. That's the current Carnage statue from Sideshow. Now, you guys probably wouldn't be surprised to find out that I'm a collector. Here's a quick shot of the inside of Everything Always Studio. And even though I didn't have this statue specifically, I recognized the work as definitely being able to be a photo of them. They're super high def and realistic, and I started to compile photos of this statue, the original Comiket from Carnage. Again, the lighting in some of this high-def studio photos from Sideshow themselves really matched the lighting in this photo, and I figured I probably could find this hand if I dug long enough. This is the one I started to look at to make sure it was this statue, and I really wanted to look at the highlights and the saturation, what he had done in his own Photoshop to make sure this was it. Again, when I started this video, I didn't know if I was going to be able to recreate it, and then I stumbled upon this photo of the older Comiket and noticed that this hand was the exact same hand he used, just taken from the back of the statue. You can clearly see it's got a middle elongated appendage, one finger slightly sticking up and another that curves away, and with a couple more clicks was able to locate this image, the exact same image he used for this quote-unquote leaked first look at Carnage. And if you're wondering how hard it would be to go from this image to something that looked like that, well, I'll show you in just a couple of seconds. All you'd have to do is grab this image with the Smart tool, again in Photoshop, and whatever you didn't get here, you'll be able to clean up later. Tell it to grab the inverse and delete that. Add black to the background like he did. And then again, whatever you didn't get in the initial sweep, you would just mask out. And then I'm going to try to resize it and get it at the right angle. And really, all you got to do from there is use a couple of blending techniques to make sure that the edges are correct. All you got to do is get in there with levels and saturation specifically, and you'll see me do that here in a sec. Now, I told you I could tell there was a mistake, and it was in the original masking of the gradient from the cage, and that's because that cage is actually pulled exactly from the end credit scenes for Venom when we first met Cletus Cassidy. You can see here clearly the green cage, and all he did was take that cage and then mask it out much in the same way that we were able to remove the Marvel logo from the original Carnage hand. And speaking of which, that's how I knew this was a composite from the moment it hit the internet. No matter where he grabbed this cage gradient, he was able to match the color with a simple color grab off of the post-credit scene from the Venom in that screenshot. But you can clearly see up in the right hand corner, you see it, where the cage breaks. And that's because he used an auto grab select tool, much in the way we originally grabbed this Carnage hand, but he didn't paint out the squares specifically, and it's not always perfect. That's what left that break. That's a complete break. It's not a blur. And even though you could easily add lens blur to whatever cage you added on top, that was a mistake. That was something that was completely deleted. The cage part is missing there. That tipped me off that it was a fake in the first place. Lo and behold, it was super easy to source the hand that he used, and really with just a little bit of level work, we were able to recreate this fake almost in full. Guys, this was posted over a week ago, and I said this same thing to DM after DM explaining why I wasn't covering it. That's what forced me to do this in the first place. But if you enjoyed this kind of video, I know it's different than our normal content. My buddy Sean, the guy who taught me how to use Photoshop in the first place, just started his own drawing channel where he does a ton of process videos sort of along these lines, but with a lot more talent and a lot cooler stuff. Just yesterday he posted a process video for a costume concept he did for Shang-Chi, and today he's going to be posting a photorealistic screenshot digitally painted. It's pretty amazing stuff. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down in the comments in the description below. If you're curious or want to show him some love, throw him a like, throw him a sub. That stuff goes a long way when you're a brand new channel like his, and I would sincerely appreciate it. Now quickly, let's get into our own giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 650,000 subscriber mark. We are headlong into that. We'll easily hit that by next month's end. All you have to do to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and that'll automatically enter you to win all the rest of the prizes we give away here at the channel, like the limited edition Infinity Saga box set. We gave the first one away on New Year's Eve. We'll be giving the second one away on the 2nd anniversary of the channel. If you want to be entered to win, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the sub button, then hit the notification bell with notifications turned on, leave a like and a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, and if you've missed any of the past winner announcements, especially here real recently, no worries. All you got to do, scroll back to the channel, look for the subscriber count and winner announcement in the title, click on that video, and scroll to the end. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always, guys. Thanks so much for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.